Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're over here I'm in Newbury, New Hampshire right now, and I'm on my way to New York. We have a jam-packed 36-hour adventure ahead of us. I'm going to call it a 36-hour power trip. We're not going to go boss anybody around. We're just going to go out and do a bunch of stuff in 36 hours. So I decided to start the video right here. I don't know. It's a cool little big pond, little lake over here in Newbury, New Hampshire. And I am on my way, to New York. We're going to OK Slip Falls, which is about I guess it's like a 250-foot waterfall in the Adirondacks. And I'll tell you a few cool facts about it in a little bit here, but just want to give you the gist of the video at this point. Then we're going to go make our way over to Lake Placid, so after we do this hike, which is about an 8-mile hike, then we're going to go take about another hour and a half drive out around Tupper Lake, out through Long Lake, back over to Lake Placid. That ride is going to be absolutely majestic. And I got a hotel room at the High Peaks Resort in Lake Placid for $60. So I got a smoking deal on that. And then we're going to go get some good food later on tonight. And I got a couple of other cool adventures in store for you. We're going to keep those ones as a surprise. So if you could, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Let's go enjoy this adventure here. All right. So I just wanted to add something on in here. I'm just cruising. I put the window down a little bit. I'm like, wow, it's a little chilly out there. And it is the last day in May, mind you. June 1st is tomorrow. And, it just went up a little bit. So it was 39 degrees. It just went up to 41 degrees. Yeah, it's freezing. It's kind of unseasonably cold right now. I mean, it is still early in the morning. The sun's not up too high, but yeah, it is cold out. So we got about another 2 hours and 38 minutes left and 136 miles to go. And then we'll be at the trailhead. So I've made it into Vermont, and I absolutely love driving out here. Like, the scenery is it's absolutely beautiful here. It's just, everything is so green. I mean, and this is not even anything special. I just popped into my brain and thought you guys should see some of the ride here, but, absolutely beautiful. That's why I really like, because I live in, the seacoast area in New Hampshire. So I love heading out to New York because the whole trip, most of the trip, you're cruising on back roads. Pretty much hardly any highway, depending on where you go. I mean, most areas in Upstate New York. Most of the highway would be actually like in New Hampshire towards the beginning of the ride. So yeah, I still have 2 hours and 19 minutes to go here before we get to the trailhead. So we're making pretty good time, and it did look like on the weather report that it was in Lake Placid area, or around it where this waterfall is. Looked like they're supposed to start raining around 4 o'clock. So it is about an 8 or 9 mile round trip. So when we get there, we're going to have to make pretty good time to make sure we're not hiking in the rain. But we did bring a poncho, so either way, blah, blah, blah. I'll stop complaining. Let's go. I'll see you there. All right. So I just passed a sign, and it said, Whitehall, New York, the birthplace of the U.S. Navy. So this is it, folks. I don't know. This is where the Navy came from. I mean, I'd say out of every place here, that castle-looking place right there, I'd say the most important structure. So, yeah, U.S. Navy. Oh, Stewart's. Ho-ho! Almost cruised right on by, giving you guys a crappy history lesson here. Yep. Here's Stewart's. We're going to go inside, get a breakfast sandwich. I'm going to fuel this machine here. And yes, I was looking at my phone here. And yeah, we do. We have an hour and 12 minutes and 63 minutes. An hour and 12 minutes and 63 miles to go. So we're on our way there. If you could, hit that little subscribe button. Like the video. If you could, I would very much appreciate that. And we're going to carry on here. All right, folks. So we got into the gas station. We had a big problem. We're like, you know what? We're going to do sausage, or bacon. We couldn't figure it out, so we decided to problem solve and compromise. And we just said, you know what? We'll get both. All right. Our journey to the OK Slip Falls Trailhead is complete. We completed our 5.5 hour journey that we started at about 4:45 this morning here. I got a fresh set. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but Got a fresh set of marrows that we're gonna break in on this little 8 to 9 mile jaunt. I should have bought these a couple days before I went and worn them around the house and maybe worn them to work 1 or 2 times to break them in, but we didn't do that. So yeah, that's how we're gonna break in the new hiking boots here. And seeing as though this is the first hike of the season, it is essential that we do a proper routine, proper stretching, and everything like that before we go. So let's loosen up the body, you know, a little, I don't know what we're gonna be doing with our arms, but usually people do this kind of thing when they're warming up here. We'll do a little toe touch. Oh, yeah. Whoa, woohoo, look at that. Dude, I can touch the ground. I'm flexible, you know, a little, You know, I wish I could just do a backflip to go start the video. I think that'd be a cool little intro, but I wouldn't. I would do a backflip. I'd just go smack right down onto my back. Or if I actually got some twist, I'd just land on the top of my head, so I'm not going to do that. So, all right, so we are finally underway. Took me about 20 minutes to get all my other stuff out of my other backpack, make sure I had the proper day essentials in this smaller backpack and the little trail. They gave us a little trail on the side of the highway here, so it's not too bad. Check this out. Hey, that's proper. So it says we got to do this for about 0.3 miles, then we'll be in the woods. Okay, we've made it to the actual trailhead. I think this is it. Oh yeah, okay, Slip Falls. Yeah, oh, hello, sir. Here we go. So I just drove 5.5 hours to find this little tiny trailhead on the side of this random fast-moving 2-lane road in the Adirondacks. What a life, you know? And I swear, once you get on up here and you start breathing that Adirondack air, it is just something special. Like, there's nothing more in life than I like than just being out here doing this stuff. So it's 3.1 miles each way. So actually, you know what? We probably will be able to do this before the rain comes in later. So that makes me feel a little better. I really didn't want to go get caught out here in the rain. And with it being about almost June here, like, it's only like 50 degrees out right now. Like last, when I booked this trip about 10 days ago, the weather said it was about 80 degrees out here this weekend. I know that was a 10-day weather forecast, so take that however you want. But I was like, you know what? We'll go for it. But either way, it's not that bad. It's good hiking weather, but I wanted to maybe jump in the water up here if that's even the case. But I'm a lean guy. I don't got the blubber for this stuff. If I did that, I would probably freeze my you-know-what off on the walk back, you know? So let's get cracking here, folks. Check out this trail. Pretty cool. What a day to be alive, people. What a day to be alive. So I'm already wishing I had got some more snacks. I only got 1 Cliff Bar left, and we're not that far into the journey here. So we're definitely gonna work up a good appetite today and feel bad for whatever restaurant we go to, because we're gonna eat it all, everything. So please tell me if I'm wrong here, but this has to be one of the best sounds the body can hear. Woo! All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. Probably should have thought about 2.9 miles to go. This is the epitome of peacefulness. Can you hear the birds chirping? It's just silence other than birds chirping. It's amazing. And this trail is absolutely beautiful. Pretty well maintained. There's been a few steep spots so far, but nothing crazy. You know, I did hear this hike wasn't too bad other than a few sections, but I did hear when you go to go down into the falls, it's I guess that is pretty rugged down there, but we obviously will see. So far, if you can just simply walk about 2.5 miles, you can at least make it to this point. So if that's what kind of state you're in, I'll let you know how much further you can keep going as I keep going. Blah, 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 blah. So let's keep on keeping on here.
So there's one other thing I've noticed on my adventure so far. There has been a ton of freshly, I mean, it doesn't look like it fell too long ago. I mean, the wood's still kind of white-ish. Usually it'd be much more weathered here. But obviously this tree is kind of punky and pretty dead and whatnot. So I wouldn't need hurricane force winds to go knock that one over. But regardless, it's still a good sized tree. But I've walked over a ton of down trees since I've been out here. So, but we've had some pretty crazy weather up here in the recent months. Just the other day, 2 mornings ago at home, I was sitting here, not here, I was sitting on my couch editing another YouTube video, and all the power went out. So I decided to go see if I could find a coffee. It was about 5 a.m. I go down the driveway. There's a big leader down over the driveway. Then I get out to Dunkin' Donuts to go get my coffee, and there's a telephone pole snapped right off at the base, right where it meets the ground. Like nobody crashed into it. It just broke. And yes, looks like the trail's going up yonder here. See, here's another one down. As I'm talking about it, I just walked right by this. See, like that's definitely fresh. So yeah, we've had some, and this tree is like, this is healthy. Ah, that was sharp. But yeah, that's good wood right there. All right, it's getting a little bit steeper here. Working up more of an appetite. I could really go for another Stewart's sausage, egg, and cheese at the moment. I should have got some to-go muffins here from my backpack. Woof! So I'm making my way to the falls still here, and something off to my right-hand side caught my eye. This big dead old growth tree. Like, check this thing out. It is, look at that stump. Like, it is massive. This tree is absolutely ungodly huge. And if you just look, like, this is a cool elevation. I love this elevation where you can see everything's kind of cluttered, but you can see pretty far through certain areas. And if you just look, everywhere you look, there's massive dead down trees. Like, the Adirondacks are absolutely ancient. Pretty sure they're like 80 million years old. Or I'm not even going to talk facts like that. Somebody's going to call me out and tell me I'm completely wrong. But either way, just one of those things. You think if you could be a bug on a tree or a fly on the wall out here, looking out over the last couple centuries, looking at the transformations that have gone on out here. Like, imagine if you could go back and look at the day when that tree first sprouted and see the days that it saw during its prime. Kind of weird. I sound like a weirdo hippie just rambling now about about the life of a tree, but it's, again, one of those little things in life that makes me think, you know what I mean? Because they are everywhere out here. Like, every one of these dead trees has a story. Like, that dead tree made that tree, and that tree, and that tree, and that tree, and that tree down there. The life cycle continues, and the sun is starting to warm things up a little bit. I'm actually kind of thinking I should have brought a pair of shorts here. Who knows, maybe if it's warm enough, I could just take my britches off, go hop in the waterfall with my boxers on, and then just hike all the way out like that. You know, I don't think anything will come flying out. I don't think they got any buttons on the front. I think we'll be all good. Doop, doop, doop. Well, I gotta say this, the deeper you go out here, the prettier it gets. Like, just look at that. It just smells so fresh and clean and good out here. Like, you know, I live in New Hampshire. Look at the White Mountains. I mean, the White Mountains are beautiful. I know them like the back of my hand. That's where I grew up. I've learned plenty of life lessons out and about those areas, those parts. But the Adirondacks really are something different. I can't really put an exact term on it. You know, if you're watching this video and you've experienced both, give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. What ones do you like better, the White Mountains or the Adirondacks? You got the Green Mountains in Vermont. Can't forget about those either. But I don't know, if anybody's got a favorite spot, you know, let me know why it's their favorite. You know, I like hearing about that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's look at this trail. Can't ask for much more today, besides a another breakfast sandwich, but that's my own fault. I'm gonna stop complaining. Nothing wrong with a little exercise and a little fast here, so I'm not gonna go too fast. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, as Nims always said. You know, there's a bunch of other people that took that from him, but Nims, he was the first. Man, I tell you what, I've been walking for quite some time now, and I still have not seen a goddamn waterfall. Where that? All right, little change of scenery here. The trail just like opened right up. Like, look at that. Now we can cover some ground. And you know what? So when it opened up like this, there's much more of a breeze coming through here, and it really makes it a lot harder for the bugs to find me. Folks, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that 2.9 mile figure was a lie, because I've been walking for a long time now, and I'm ready to see a waterfall. All right, so in case anybody was wondering, I'm still walking, and it's still awfully green out here. And this trail is very cool. Like, I like to ride dirt bikes, and I'm looking at this trail, and I know some of you watching this video, or if you're like, you know, super duper hikey people that don't like dirt bikes and whatnot, you might not like me saying this, but god dang, I want to take my dirt bike down this trail. There's a few little obstacles like that would need to be, I mean, we could get over this one, but there's some trees that stand about, just dropped my little rubber cap thing here. There's some trees that stand about yay high. Those might be a little difficult, but it would be a workout, but it would be very, very entertaining. All right, so I found another side quest off the trail over here, and this is so cool. Check this out. Hopefully this thing doesn't give out here. But so there's this stream right here. Look at this. And I'm like looking up the mountain. I'm like, where does it come from? The stream comes from underground. Look at that. And there's another part of it that comes out down over there, just straight up the mountain. How cool is that? Love this place. Absolutely love it. And I gotta say, they say the hike is 2.8 or 2.9 miles. I'm gonna call that a lie. I'm not trying to sound like a pansy or anything like that, but I've been walking for like an awfully long time now. And we've found the trail. There she is. She's back. We're back. All right. And I can hear it's starting to get a lot steeper over here, so I would imagine we gotta be getting close now. Like, it's impossible for us to not be getting close unless that sign is just a complete flat out lie, you know? All right, so we gotta be getting close now. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up enough for you guys to hear it, but I can certainly hear water moving here. And yeah, so we made it to, 2 okay slip falls, and then Hudson River, 0.8 miles that way. I think we might have to add on to our trip here. Can you see the bugs? They're everywhere. But anyways, let's carry on. Look at oh yeah, it drops right off over here now. Oh, I think I see something. Oh boy, yep, we got a big old drop off over here. Oh yeah, I see a waterfall down there. And I would really not want a waterfall down there. Oh boy, that's a drop right there. I think I swallowed a bug, and I don't care that I almost swallowed a bug. Look at this. That is so cool. Absolutely love it. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this has exceeded my expectations. That is absolutely stunning. Now I just gotta figure out how to get down there. I heard it's quite a treacherous little trek getting down there, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, look at this. So if you can, like, I don't know, that had to have been more than 3 miles. If it's not, I guess I'm just a pansy first hike of the season. Wow, wow, wow. But you get up to this point, especially if this is wet and slippery, like wet, slippery pine needles, jagged rocks, like you would be busted to a bloody pulp if you fell down this going down there. Like there's no questions asked. That'd be terrifying. So I'm gonna try to do the easy does it thing and make our way on down. All right, so evidently I don't have my chest mount. That is definitely back in the truck here. So we're gonna, Jesus mother, you know what? Oh my God, this is kind of fucked up. The things I get myself into here. All right, oh, there's a proper little loop right here. Oh my God, wow, if it wasn't for this loop, I would be like, look at this. This is bonkers. All right, we've made it down the steepest part. Like, look at that. That's legit straight up. Straight up, dog. Straight up. Whoa. All right. Okay. Here, let's do this. Phew. This is the root of not all problems. It's the root of me making it down the hill, I guess. Sorry, I'm just talking nonsense again here, trying to distract myself from the treachery. Oh my God, Jesus. Well, that was all right. Wow, dude, this trail's, it's pretty long. It's not too bad up until this part. This is steep. If you come on down here, you better know exactly what you're doing and probably bring a friend. I don't know if I'd come down here and do it by myself, like myself. All right, so I made it to the bottom of that pole. Not to the bottom, I haven't looked around the corner yet, but look at that. That is freaking bonkers. All right, see what we got around. This is nuts. Like, one wrong step and you're at least busting a leg in half. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of creeped out right now. All right, the moment we have all been waiting for is almost upon us. Whew! Oh my. Oh my. The landscape around here is almost like prehistoric looking. Like, look at this. This is, what is this, East Losorno? What is the island from Jurassic Park there? Obviously, it's a little less tropical, a little bit more Adirondack-y, but you should know what I mean here. Like, look at this. Look at that. Man, I'm so glad I came out here. We'll go up here and, oh my God, I almost thought I was gonna kiss that rock over there. Woo-hoo. These rocks are awfully greasy, I tell you. And during peak snow melt, the amount of water coming through here has to be kind of scary, I bet. All right, let's go up a little closer here and see if we can really feel the true rumble of this 250-foot little beast over here. All right, we're getting good at climbing these wet rocks. Like, look, we're doing work here. Just gotta figure out how to, I think over there is gonna be my best bet. I think. My God. All right. Jesus. Woo, baby. Whoa, baby. Good thing I did the Macarena earlier, or we'd be having some trouble. Oh my God. Go. Jesus. Oh my God. Woo! Oh my God, it's like a Misty Menthol 120 over here. Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. Woo! Oh, that's cold. That is cold mist, I tell you. Oh my God. Whoa. Holy moly. Look at this. Oh, yeah. I'm so pumped right now, like a kid in a candy store. Ah. Wow, this is absolutely unreal here, I gotta tell you. This is definitely one of the, I had no idea. I am completely mind blown here. This should be a bucket list for anybody if you ever come to the Northeast, especially up into the Adirondacks. Like, look at this. How cool is that? Absolutely stunning. Oh, a couple other folks down there to watch me. Hopefully not okay slip balls down. My jokes are coming out once again. All right, here we go. Operation Don't Slip and okay slip, fall, and die. And there we go. There's that. It was a lot easier going up. Oh my God. Woo! That mist is pretty misty and cold here. Wow, I do gotta say, this is definitely one of the best ideas I've had in a long time. It was the first little hike of the season. My feet are definitely feeling it in these boots right now. But the bugs, I wanna hang out here for so much longer, but the bugs are, I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but they are, they have found me big time. Give you one more look at that wonderful waterfall over there. It's a pretty cool little pond over here. But yeah, wow, I gotta hightail it out of here, get back to the truck, and we'll start heading back to Lake Placid. And food is the priority. So there's a handful of cool little hole-in-the-wall diners all throughout the area out here. I'm gonna try to find one of those. Maybe we'll go grab a bite to eat that cool little local mom and pop spot. Oh my God, I just made it up that. Now I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Man, I'm a pansy today. I'm not used to this at the moment. But we're still going to look at the waterfall over there. I haven't made it too far. I've just only made it a couple hundred feet from the falls. There's a couple hundred feet straight up. Oh, all right. We're gonna go make our way back to the truck now. I don't think we're gonna make it to the Hudson River down that other little annex that I saw earlier. I don't want to be walking back in the dark. So the ride from the trailhead to Lake Placid was actually about another 90 miles. I'm like, geez, the amount of driving I have done today is pretty incredible here. But cruising through the Adirondacks is so awesome. Like, look at this place right here. Hotel Adirondack. Like, look at the water over there. I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Everywhere you look. The scenery around here. Beautiful. I mean, I was kind of complaining about the driving I've done today, but I could drive around these places like this all day. It is stunningly beautiful. So I just went and had an absolutely incredible fried chicken sandwich right there at Lisa G's Eat and Drink. The last couple times I was in Lake Placid, I've never stopped here before, but I always drive by and I always see a bunch of people in there, and I know why. The food was absolutely incredible, and I will definitely be back there. But I will tell you what, after about 300 miles of driving this morning, walking that about 8-9 miles to go to that waterfall, then driving the other 100 miles here to Lake Placid, my hindside is whooped at the moment. I'm tired. I'm smoked. We're going to go head to the hotel right now, and I'll show you guys the spot. We got a really cool place. It's the High Peaks Resort, and I paid $60 for the room for the night. I pulled up a little too far here, so here we go. Yeah, it was 60 bucks for the night to stay at this place. Wait till you see it. All right, so we are right in downtown Lake Placid. I'm passing the, where is it? It's right here. The Micah Ruzioni Pro Shop is right there. You can go in there and get a, like a $300 hockey jersey. It's pretty cool. Very, very good quality, and I totally, sorry, lady. Check out the movie theater too. We got a old Palace Theater. Perfect. Perfect little movie theater right downtown. And the hotel is right around this corner here. The resort, High Peaks Resort. It's there it is, right there. It's this place. Well, up top here anyways. Here we are. Oh, looks kind of fancy. Looks like not quite sure how to check in here. So I didn't have the camera on when I just went through that gate, but I just used my room key card to open up the gate over there at my $60 hotel room. And so when I went inside to go check in, I walked through a big one of those automated circle door things. I've never walked through a circle door thing at a $60 hotel room. So don't let this plain facade over here skew your image of this place. I'm gonna go give you a tour in a second. And I'm pretty excited because I'm not gonna do much this afternoon. We're gonna go have some fun. We'll go have some fun later, but dang, I need to take a break. I'm pooped. All right, we are in. That is one of the pools. There's Mirror Lake out there, looking all pretty and whatnot. So the lady at the desk told me I was on the 5th floor. I'm not, I'm on the 1st floor. How are you?
And I did the exact same thing.
I'm so good at that everywhere I go.
I did, and I walked down the hallway, and I'm like, I come back to the elevator.
Okay. I was just kidding. I'll go back in there again.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Now
There we are. All right, here we got one.
Finally.
Sometimes you gotta wait for the good things in life, you know?
Oh, yes.
Hey, you have a great day.
Yes, you too.
Good morning, people. When I got back here yesterday, I was absolutely smoked. I face planted right there and then woke up a couple hours ago. I mean, it's still early. It's only about 6 a.m. I woke up at about 5, but I went to bed early. And I gotta say, I want to try to take this bed home with me. It was absolutely amazing. But yeah, look at this room. It is absolutely beautiful. I got like those kind of fake exposed beam ceiling there. Like I love the decor. Got a nice piece of, I don't know what kind of wood that is. Walnut, maybe? I don't know. I'm just making that up. Just totally made that up. But yeah, let me go take you a little walk around the patio here outside. I think it ain't raining. So look, we get, I got pretty much the cheapest room at the hotel. So they gave me the 1st floor over here in the corner. But, I mean, I'm not even mad about that. Like, look at the place. It's pretty cool. So this is, there's a gym right there, right behind me. But this is the outdoor pool area. Oh, and it looks, is it heat? No, it's cold out, so the pool's still steaming here. It's only, so it's June 1st right now. It's like 45 degrees out here right now. It's kind of chilly. I wanted to go on a nice swim in Mirror Lake this morning, but that didn't happen. But look at this pool. That's pretty cool. And then one of the coolest parts about this place is you have direct access to go right downtown and go to all the shops. Like last time I stayed here, I stayed at the Crown Plaza, which is a nice place, but it's way up on a big hill. So anytime you want to come down here, you have to do a good amount of walking around and whatnot. You know, I mean, or walking down a big hill, then back up a big hill. So right down here, there's this stairway, private stairway, that takes you right downtown. There's Chinese food restaurant, China City. I've got food there before. It's pretty good. And what I'm going to do for breakfast here, there's a creperie. A creperie. Anyways, it's a place that has crepes. I used to make crepes when I was a kid, and I haven't had them in a long time. One of my home ec teachers when I was a kid taught me a recipe how to make crepes, and I have ever since forgot the recipe, but so we're going to have some crepes for breakfast. We're going to take a little walk through the rest of the hotel room, show you the lay of the land. We're going to get some breakfast. Then we have another special activity planned before we head on out of here. If you guys are still watching, hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate you all. And if you could like the video, maybe hype it or so. And yeah, that would be excellent. Very much appreciated. All right, so I figured I'd continue a little hotel tour here. So here's the gym. So once again, 60 bucks for the night. I got a proper little gym here. Got a couple of bikes. Couple of machines, couple treadmills, couple of ellipticals, a rack, an assisted rack, Not bad. Little changing room over there. I'm gonna take a little cruise through the lobby over here. And like the foyer of this place does look really cool. Right up front. A little coffee station. Yeah, look at this. Wow, this is nice. So here's the big spinny door right here. And they have a little waterfall out front. But yeah, look at this place. I can't believe I got that deal on this hotel room. This is definitely the nicest place I've stayed in up here. I stayed at the Devlin, which is it's a pretty cool spot. It's Art Devlin's old place. He was an Olympic ski jumper, and he was a big part of why of how the Olympics came back here in 1980. He was a huge part in that. But it's like all, there's no hallway. It's all like your room door goes to the outside. It's just like kind of like a little strip mall looking old school place. Then I stayed at the Crown Plaza up on top of the hill over there, and now I've stayed here. And this place is definitely takes the cake for sure. Yeah, look at the lobby here. Very beautiful. Cool old stool, old looking canoe up there. It looks like it's made out of old wooden kayak up there. Nice big fireplace. This is a canoe made out of wood over there. The lovely young lady over there. Let me charge this to the room so I can go clean my chompers here. 105, here we go. Tried getting into room 107 earlier. Good thing I was not successful. And, so good. All right, we are on to the later part of this adventure here. And look at the sun, it's out. It's large and in charge. We're gonna go head on down to the creperie and stuff our face with some wonderful, delicious crepes. For those of you who do not know what a crepe is, it's a very thin pancake that's usually got some goodies in it, like maybe strawberries or apples and cinnamon or blueberries, or maybe even some chocolate and hot fudge for the morning sweet tooth folks. So I made it down to the creperie. Menu is incredible. Like, there's so many options. Like, there's literally over 100, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. There's everything from creme brulee crepes to s'mores crepes to buffalo chicken crepes to grilled vegetable crepes to taco beef crepes to absolutely everything you could imagine. Absolutely everything. Look at this. This is a cool little spot right here. Like right up in the corner. I like this. This is incredible. I love places like this. You know, the menu's huge. That's kind of cool. You know, I thought it was just going to be more just strictly breakfast options, but they have a whole bunch of savory stuff too, which is really cool. So I'm gonna sit here and hang out till these guys come on over, and I'm gonna inhale these things, and we're gonna go move on to the next part of the video. And don't go anywhere. If you guys are still watching, I really appreciate you. If you could hit that subscribe button and buckle up for this next adventure. It's going to be a good one. Look at this. Woo-hoo, baby. I am so excited to rip into this thing. Let's see here. Oh my God. That was amazing. A new requirement for every small town. Every small town needs a creperie. This is so good. So, I don't like eat in front of the camera too much because I'm going to talk with my mouth open, and that's not polite. Well, folks, can you hear that? It's a good thing we ate a full breakfast because we're going to need it to get around these parts. Check this out. Oh, baby. We made it down to High Falls Gorge. This is probably one of the coolest places you can possibly come to when you come to the Adirondacks. It's only about a 15-minute ride right outside of Lake Placid. And last time I was here, the waterfall was actually quite a bit taller because there wasn't this much water here. Now, well, it's earlier in the season, so there's a bit more water coming down the falls this time. But yeah, check this out. You can see, so there's a metal walkway that goes all the way down through this canyon. That's one of the bridges right there. The engineering and the man hours that went into putting this place together is incredible. And the people who built it, my God, you are a bigger man than I am. I don't like heights, especially over jagged rocks and rushing white water. See, This is what I'm talking about. Who builds this stuff? Look at that. And look at what you have to build it over. Look at him. Imagine coming to work and working over that all day. All right, honey, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go build a metal bridge over this crazy rushing water. Jesus. It's supposed to be a glass floor. It's a little foggy, but I had no idea I was just standing on a glass floor. Look at this. This is kind of unsettling. Hello. Yeah, look at that. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. The breeze coming through here just feels so good. It's actually kind of warm up there in the sun for a change. It's amazing how fast the weather can change in 24 hours. Like yesterday, towards the end of the day, like I was beat. I had no energy left. It was raining out. It just zapped my energy. I just kind of half slept and watched a movie for the rest of the afternoon until I fell asleep. Now here we are. So I just found something pretty cool. I made my way down a little bit further down to just below the second set of falls. And right behind me, see that sign? That sign? That's the high water mark. It says August 28th, 2011. Can you imagine this whole canyon being filled with water all the way up to that point? That's terrifying. Like, the amount of water rushing out of the end of this canyon had to, like, what was that even like down there below? Because it widens out and opens up. That had to have taken every tree down within a quarter mile of each side of the river, I would imagine. I could be wrong. And I'm over here just standing on glass as I'm talking to you. I trust it. This is what I was talking about. The amount of walkways down here. Like, look at this. It just keeps going and going and going. And just, you know, putting every foot of walkway together is a pretty monumental task. It's not like you're laying down blue stone pavers in your yard for a front walkway up to your door, you know? The ultimate rock garden. All right. But yeah, wow. Look at this. It's so crazy, the force of Mother Nature just carving out this whole gorge over millions upon millions of years. Millions upon millions of years here. All right, I will stop now. Look at this bridge. Like, see, look at this. Look at how that's all cut in like that. Like the walkways just look like they just fit. Oh my God, look at this. That is very, very pretty. I love it. And then, yeah, look at down on this end. See? You can imagine like all that water coming up to that high water mark, coming all the way down here, and then making its way out here. It just must have been total carnage down there whenever that happened. I wonder if somebody's gonna have some pictures of it, I would imagine. I'd hope, you know? So, if you are not a fan of heights, this is where things get a little interesting, which I am definitely not a fan of heights, but I've been here a couple times before, so I'm a little bit used to it now. Look at this. So cool. Incredible place. Now the sun's out. It's still only about 60 degrees out, but it definitely feels a bit warmer. Check this out. Oh, baby. That's, wow. Look at that. And then you can kind of bounce on the bridge, and it bounces a bit. It's kind of wild. It's like a little boop, boop, boop. All right, folks, so that right there was High Falls Gorge. I hope you enjoyed it half as much as I did. It does cost about $20 to get in here. It's not free. You can't just show up at any time of the day. Somebody's got to pay for those walkways that they made back there. Because if it wasn't all done up like that, you wouldn't really be able to get the full effect of it, because you wouldn't be able to get down in it, you know? So it's a price, it's worth it, definitely worth it. And I also do have about a 300-mile ride home to complete ahead of this. And I have one last little trick up my sleeve where we're gonna wrap up this video here. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. If you could, hit that little subscribe button, and I will see you at our last and final destination. So the roads out here are absolutely incredible. Look at this. Hopefully you guys can see through my dirty windshield here, but my God, is that pretty. Well, that was a nice little journey I just had through the rest of the Adirondacks, but we've made it to the final spot on our 36-hour power trip. Behind that door right there is something so mind-bending, so incomprehensible, you will not believe it. Just hold on 1 minute and we're gonna go check it out. If you don't know where we are on top of the Lake Champlain Memorial Lighthouse. This has to be one of the absolutely most picturesque, perfect spots that one could imagine up here in the northeastern part of the United States. Like, how do you beat this view? Absolutely incredible. That's the newer Lake Champlain Bridge right there. But look at the water. It's kind of breezy, so it's been churning. Usually when it's pretty breezy, I think might churn stuff up down there. That's why it looks a little cloudy, but my God, this is absolutely incredible. So folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. And if you could, click that subscribe button and I will see you on the next video.